Hello everyone, welcome to the yarn bowl. Today in this video we're gonna see how to crochet this beautiful kids purse with daisy flower applique and a pearl embellishment. This purse is a very quick and easy make and a perfect gift for kids for Easter. Come on, let's see how to crochet this beautiful purse. Meanwhile, if you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the yarn bowl and click on the bell icon as well so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So for crocheting this purse, I will be using two colors of yarn. So for the main purse, I will be using Big Twist Value yarn, which is a 4-ply yarn, and it recommends 5mm crochet hook. And for the flower, I will be using this Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and I am using my Furls 4mm crochet hook. So, and then you will need a pearl embellishment and then scissors. So come on, let's see how to crochet this purse. So with the purple yarn, so you can choose any type of yarn for the purse. So starting row 1 would be chain 26 plus 3. So work chain 26. So once you've worked chain 26, we are going to work chain 3. This chain 3 is going to be considered as our first double crochet. And then once you've worked chain 3, work 1 double crochet on the 4th chain from the hook. And then we are going to work 1 double crochet on each chain for the next 24 chains. That is just before the last chain. Just before the last chain, we are going to work 1 double crochet each on each chain for the next 24 chains. On the last chain, I'm going to work 3 double crochet. So in the starting, we have worked chain 3 and 1 double crochet. While completing this round, we'll be working 1 more double crochet on that 4th chain. So in the corners, we will be having 3 double crochet. On rest all other chains, we are going to have 1 double crochet. That's the idea. So I've worked 3 double crochet. This is going to turn my work to the opposite side. So you can see that there are 2 double crochet here, the chain 3 and 1 double crochet. While finishing this row, we are going to work 1 more double crochet over there. So now we are going to work 1 double crochet on each chain on the opposite side. So for the next 24 chains, I'm going to work 1 double crochet on each chains. So keep working 1 double crochet on each chain on the opposite side for the next 24 chains. Now we are on the 4th chain, that is the chain that we've started our starting double crochet. So there I'm going to work 1 more double crochet, so that we will have 3 double crochet on the other end as well. So we have 3 double crochet on both the ends now. Now we are going to work one slip stitch on top of our starting chain 3 to close this row 1. For row 2, I'm going to work chain 3, which is considered as my first double crochet, and then I'm going to work 2 more double crochet on the same stitch. And then once I'm done working that 2 more double crochet on the same stitch, I'm going to skip 2 stitches. So, and then once after skipping 2 stitches, I'm going to work 3 double crochet on the next stitch. So after I work 3 double crochet on that stitch, I'm going to skip 2 stitches again. So the idea is we'll be skipping 2 stitches and then working 3 double crochet, that is the cluster, one cluster. So we call that 3 double crochet as one clusters. So skip 2 stitches and work one cluster around, and then work a slip stitch on top of our starting chain 3 to close this row 2. Now we can proceed with row 3. Before proceeding with row 3, we are going to work slip stitch thrice to reach the space in between the 2 clusters. That is the space between our 2 3 double crochets. So work slip stitches until you reach that space. And then once you reach the space, we are going to work a chain 3 and then work 2 double crochet on the same space. And then going forward, we are going to work one cluster, that is 3 double crochet on each space between the 2 clusters of the previous row. So we are going to work one cluster on each space between the 2 clusters of the previous row around, and then we will work a slip stitch on top of our starting chain 3 to close this round 3. So from row 4 to row 10 we are just going to repeat row 3, and each row is going to have 18 clusters. So keep repeating row 3 until you reach row 10. So each row is going to have 18 clusters. So keep working this way. I will meet you at the end of row 10. So now we are at the end of row 10. I've completed 9 rows of cluster stitches, and now I'm going to work a slip stitch on top of my starting chain 3 to close this round, that is row 10. So with this our cluster stitches row would be complete. So now we can proceed with row 11. For row 11 we are going to work a chain 1. This is not considered as a stitch, and then we are going to work a single crochet on the same stitch, and then we are going to work one single crochet on each double crochet around. So we are going to work one single crochet for each stitch around, and then we will work a slip stitch on top of our starting single crochet to close this row 11. So we will have 54 single crochet stitches at the end of row 11. Now I'm going to work a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet to close this row 11, and then we can proceed with row 12. For row 12 we are just going to repeat row 11. That is, we are going to work a chain 1, which is not considered as our stitch, and then single crochet on the same stitch, and then one single crochet on each stitch around, and then we work a slip stitch on top of our starting single crochet, and then close this round, row 12. So I'm now working a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet to close this row 12. So with this our purse body is complete. Now we can work the handles. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to work the handles. You can see 9 clusters on each side. So I'm going to pick up the place where I have kept my fingers in. That's where my handles are gonna start. Okay, so the same way I'm gonna pick up the same stitches on the other side as well. So let's see how we are going to do that. So before working the handles, we are going to work 10 slip stitches. So keep working 10 slip stitches. And then for row 13 I'm going to work a chain 1 and then work 1 single crochet on the same stitch, and then I work 1 single crochet on each stitch for the next 7 stitches, and then I will work chain 50. So keep working 1 single crochet on 8 stitches, and then we will work a chain 50 for the handle. I'm almost gonna complete the 8 single crochet, and we are going to work a chain 50. So now I'm gonna work chain 50 for the handle. So once I've worked chain 50, I'm going to skip 19 stitches, and then I work 1 single crochet on the 20th stitch after skipping the 19 stitches, and then I work 1 single crochet each on the next 7 stitches. So I work 1 single crochet on the 20th stitch after skipping the 19 stitches, and then I work 1 single crochet on the next 7 stitches. So then we'll reach the other side of the bag by then. Now I've worked 8 single crochet, and then I'm going to work a chain 50 for the other side bag handle, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to skip 19 stitches, and then I will work a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet to close this row 13. And I worked a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet, and my row 13 is complete. I can start with row 14. For row 14, chain 1 and work 1 single crochet on the same stitch, and then I'm going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch around and slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet to close this row 14. For row 15, I'm going to work a chain 1 and work 1 single crochet on each stitch around. That is, basically we are going to repeat row 14 for row 15, and then with this our bag will be complete. And then once after working a slip stitch on top of our starting single crochet, we are going to work a slip stitch and fasten off and weave your ends. So I've completed my row 15. I'm going to work a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet to close this row 15, and then I'm going to work one more slip stitch, and then I'm cutting off my yarn, and then I will weave my ends. Our bag is now ready. Now we can start working on the daisy flower applique. For working the daisy flower applique, I have taken Red Heart Super Saver yarn in color Aran and my 3.5mm crochet hook. And then for round 1, I'm going to work a magic ring. I'm going to work 5 single crochet around the magic ring. And then I'm going to tighten the magic ring. So I'm going to work round 2 in a spiral. So I'm not going to work a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet. But if you wish to do so, you can also do it. There is no harm. So I'm going to work only 2 rows of the single crochet. So I'm just working with the spiral, and I will be working 2 single crochet on each stitch around. So for round 2, I will be having 10 single crochet around. So with this our single crochet rows would be complete. So once you've worked 10 single crochet, that is 2 single crochet on each stitch of round 1, I'm gonna work a slip stitch on top of my starting single crochet to close this round 2. For round 3, I'm going to work a chain 4. This is the round where we are going to work the petals of the daisy flower, and then I will be working 4 triple crochet on the next stitch, and then I work chain 4 and slip stitch on the next stitch. So continue working 4 triple crochet and then work a chain 4, slip stitch on the next stitch. So once you've worked the slip stitch on the next stitch, continue working chain 4 and then work 4 triple crochet on the next stitch and then chain 4, slip stitch on the next stitch. So continue repeating this around. So you will have 5 petals at the end of round 3, and then once after you've worked your last petal and chain 4, slip stitch on top of our starting place where we've started our starting chain 4 to close this round 3, and then with this our flower would be complete, and then you can fasten off, weave your ends. So now our flower is ready. We can sew this flower to our bag like this. So I'm gonna attach a pearl to this flower, and then I'm gonna sew the flower onto the bag. here it is, our cute little bag with daisy flower applique is ready, and you can use this as a Easter gift for kids, and little kids can even use this as a Easter basket for their egg hunts. You can even make it little bigger if you wish, and this is how it looks inside, and that's it. Our bag is ready, and you can crochet this bag in an hour or so. It just took me that much time. If you are a fast crocheter, you can do it even faster, or it shouldn't take more time even for beginners to do this project. So try this project at home. I hope you enjoyed crocheting this bag with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please try this project at home and let me know your comments. Please do not forget to subscribe to the Yarn Bowl and click on the bell icon as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.